I'm Edie Lush, Executive Editor of Hub Culture here at Davos 2023. Delighted to be here with Damian Lewis. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for inviting me, Edie.
Yeah, welcome to Davos.
Exciting.
First time?
It is.
Fantastic.
Sorry, WEF, if you please.
Sorry,
I
World
mean,
Economic
a week
Forum.
ago I would have said Davos, but now I'm initiated. It's WEF.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you got the jargon down.
The annual meeting.
Yeah.
Which is the really omerta version of the whole thing.
It's like the jargon within the jargon.
Will you be at the annual meeting?
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Welcome to the annual meeting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome to the cult. So, theme at the annual meeting is, in fact, fragmentation, collaboration within a fragmented world. So what does that mean to you?
What does it mean to me? I think I was at a very interesting chat, actually, hosted by Kinsey and Wired earlier, and they were all talking about, it was about the tech space and collaboration and AI, which seems to be heavy here this week. I seem to be talking to a lot of people.
There's a lot of tech, there's a lot of AI.
Tech, a lot of AI, talking about how can we make AI a soulful platform, in which case, we're talking about the people behind the machines, and behind the tech. So it was a very good chat, and to your point, I was very pleased about the dual nature of the conversation, that they were interested in empathy, they were interested in team building, they were interested in the right people coming to tech. They need the people who understand the tech, can make the AI, and there was one guy from Toyota who seemed to not care if they were robots or not, as long as they understood the AI tech. That's all he cared about, and he needed them to be up to speed. But everybody else in the room, all the other CEOs, and women from Google and LVMH and all these other people, were very into the idea of empathy and encouraging that. And so that is another way of saying collaboration in a fragmented world. Our children, that generation, all isolated, more so than ever, on their tablets and their devices, and exactly their PS4s, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I, as you will know, Edie, I'm an actor. I am in the arts space. I feel legitimized to say space now behind everything. Now I spent a few days at WEF, so I'm in the arts space.
Yeah, but you're a storyteller, right?
That's right. But so the point is, and this can't be said of the state sector in England, because cuts have been made in these areas. But in private schools where my children happen to be, there is renewed added value now to theatre studies, drama courses, art courses and music, where people are coming together and expressing themselves, being in situations where there is team building, where people are being given confidence to stand up, talk, address a group, either through a play, through a text or not. But I was asking them earlier whether they saw value in that, and they said absolutely 100%. So that I thought was you were heartened. I was heartened and rewarded by that, because obviously we don't need theatre, so let's just kick it to one side. But they were all advocating for it very strongly, so it was great.
So you're a storyteller. A lot of your output, if it will, ends up in the digital space. It ends up on those same screens that are keeping people distracted. So do you feel nervous about that? Does that keep you up at night?
Well, there are different ways to answer that. I mean, financially,
you're okay.
Well, financially, I'm okay, but it was not monetized successfully for the artist.
Right.
That's certainly true of the music space. And that is also true of the acting space. So, and in fact, I remember the moment when Barry Diller and others were saying, we don't know the value of this digital space yet, so we are not going to give contracts reflecting anything. Really? And we were saying, well, as the workers, we were saying...
those in the salt mine.
Yes, there is going to... There's a lot of value. If you haven't worked this out yet, we believe there will be a lot of value in this digital space, and so we would like our contracts to reflect that. So, and then just in terms of the sort of ubiquity of what you do from a career point of view, and in terms of just access to the work you've done, it's quite nice that people can come back and revisit and continue to see things that you're proud of that maybe you did 15 years ago. So I think it serves a good purpose in that regard.
All right. Okay, so final question. Why did you come here? Why did you decide to come to Davos? What is about the annual meeting that brought you here?
Well, I'm hoping someone's going to invite me to do something very serious and top secret.
Okay.
No, I'm performing monkey. I came to play music.
Good. What's your music about?
My music is. I'm glad you asked. It's about bringing monetizing the market space in the blockchain, and so I have a half hour worth of songs about that.
About Web3.
Which is why
about generative AI.
Which is why I'm here. No, my music is it's a sort of blues, jazz, rock and roll fusion. If that doesn't put you off, nothing will. But it's.
Well, your gig was sold out in Koko, so I had to come to Koko all the way in Davos to hear you.
Well, and I am here with Koko. I'm their guest with Susanna and I. They were kind enough. They said, come and play in Davos, which is one of the oddest invitations I've had.
Good.
And so I couldn't turn it down. I have an album coming out in June.
Nice.
And it's fun to be playing with the guys. And this seemed as legitimate a gig as any other. And I've never been to Davos for the
annual meeting.
So it's
nice
quite
work.
exciting to be here.
All right, looking forward to seeing you on stage tonight.
I'm glad you're coming.
All right, me too.
Don't throw anything.
All right, you go get ready, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.